Hopefully that we are able to kind of combat that.
There needs to be a plan. See, we know this story where property is going to get bought up. They're going to raise the price of, housing and taxes, and then people are going to have to leave. And so in order to combat that, people are going to have to buy that property if they can. I don't have the answers, but I just know we know this story doesn't end too well for us. I'm sad.
Yeah, it just hopefully combat it. You
Yeah.
know, don't let's not have the same story go over again.
Yeah,
And, do what we can to fight against it.
that's the only thing we can do, right? You see it happening. It happened in Buffalo, right? You see, man.
Yes, it did.
I'm trying to think. So jobs are lacking as well. So that's obviously a reason why I had to move away, unfortunately. But gonna have to improve that as well. I don't know the answer for that. Maybe as more development happens down near the falls, they'll bring in more jobs. I don't know.
Hope possibly, because that's definitely an aspect of it. Like, you gotta have jobs. You gotta be able to support your way of living. Yeah, and you see more people moving away, more and more.
Yeah,
especially moving down towards south.
That's what you're saying.
Honestly, I've been thinking about that. Honestly,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is that in your plans, or is it based on like how you feel the vibe is here?
It's not in my plans just yet, but it's definitely in the back of my mind where it's like if this ain't going, if I don't see any improvements, then down south is definitely going to be the move.
Yeah.
Like North Carolina area, Charlotte area, I'm thinking maybe Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Around that area.
Yeah, man. It's sad that, a lot of people have that same thought where they have to leave the community you grew up in. I had no choice pretty much. There's nothing, unfortunately, here to support.
In your field.
Yeah, in my field particularly. But, man, I wish, you wish you could be in the community that you grew up in, try to build it. But,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I hope things turn around. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Just keep pushing, man. Keep working. Just keep thriving. Are you still thinking about changing your field of work?
I'm always thinking, man. Like, right now, I'm kind of staying put and trying to work on some things on the side, to be honest. Because like you were getting in the 9-to-5 thing, it feels like you're always going to combat the same things no matter what field you're in. So it's like, I want to be in control of something. Maybe it's not my full-time thing. Eventually I would like to do that, but yeah, I just got to work on things on the side. That's what I'm going to think about now.
Yeah, well, my mindset on that one there is I'm hoping to get my family together and for us to stop talking about it and start making it happen.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like it's always been a discussion all the time. Like, we got to come up with ideas. We got to come up with ideas. And I'm like, all right, it's enough with the coming up with ideas. Like, we've been brainstorming enough. Like,
we brainstorm all day.
Yeah, you can brainstorm all day. Like, that's the easy part. The next step, like the hard part, is taking that next step and like moving forward with plans. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my mentality right now is, having that sit down discussion with the people that's been, talking. And it's like, all right, what's your game plan? Like, okay, what's the next step to progress on to doing this? Because I do see a lot of, I want to do this, I want to do that, but then it's no
entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that.
I got it from somewhere. I don't know.
But there's no steps being generated to
make
reach that
the
goal.
Plan, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's my next question. All right. Oh, yeah. You think about doing this? All right. Well, what's your game plan? What you thinking?
How it go?
And then then it's silent.
Yeah.
Or there's a game plan that's, so I'm going to do this. All right. So did you accomplish any of those goals yet? No. Yeah. Okay. So when do you plan on accomplishing those goals? Well, I plan on doing this. All right. And you check back in and nothing is still the same. So I'm tired of that shit.
Does that not bring you down, but does that kind of like bother you? Like when you have a certain standard for yourself, but other people, not in a judgmental way, but other people around you aren't, following through.
Yeah, because then it kind of deters the plan.
Yeah.
We go into it. So let's say, we want to open up a business.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing my part, but then I'm expecting you to, fill your role, but you're not doing that.
Right.
How the fuck is that supposed to make me feel about moving forward with this plan that we're supposed to be doing together?
Now, how do you speak to them about it? Like,
you got to talk to them about it.
Yeah.
And like with me, I think my main thing is, maybe I'm a little bit too lenient.
Yeah.
Like I give too many chances.
Yeah. You ain't gonna just immediately cut them off or something.
You know what I mean? Maybe I gotta be a little bit more cutthroat.
Yeah.
And kind of focus. Because like my main thing is like I like to be around people. I like to be around positive people that are making shit happen.
Yeah, that's same here.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I see that, then that in turn motivates me and makes me want to go the extra mile to accomplish that goal.
You need that energy.
Yeah, exactly. So being able to reciprocate that energy, but then also being able to pass on that energy to somebody, you know what I mean, is that's what's needed. So I try to surround myself with around those people.
Have you ever heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around?
Yeah.
You believe that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
just making sure. Yeah, I do too.
Definitely. Like you see it. Like you could, like just think about it. Think about growing up in high school. Like growing up. Like you see the people that hung out with one another. Yeah. And you see them nowadays and you kind of see like, okay, y'all all had that same mentality in high school. And
y'all got to the same destination.
Right. Yeah. And then, in a positive, it could be both positive and negative though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can see it's like a group of people that was into the street life and gang life and, some people might be dead or some people might be in jail or some people might just not be having that way of living. And then you see people that took a different route where, education or entrepreneurship or whatever it may be. And then those people are still to this day a little bit more better off. But, it's just one of those things that you reciprocated. You guys are sharing that same energy. You're sharing that same knowledge. And, that circle, your circle motivates you.
Yeah, that holds true.
Yeah, and motivates you to go do what you're doing.
Man, I look at it, looking at high school for sure. People that are around definitely thought about college, so they put that in my mind to do it too. Yeah. So yeah, man. Do you ever find yourself having to spend less time around people as a result of that? like knowing that?
Somewhat.
I've had that thought where you don't want to, obviously with family and friends to a degree, you got to accept people for where they are. Yeah. You don't want to be this, stuck up person.
Right. But I think there's a line between being stuck up, but then being like
valuing your time.
Yeah. Exactly. Just knowing better. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You can still be cool with like a lot of those people that but it's just one of those things like, yo, we on different time, man.
You ain't gonna spend probably all day around certain people. No, right. Yeah. Man, that's deep, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how much you can really. I always try to seek out ways to better myself, surround myself with better people. And I like being around people that are at least, inspire me in different areas. Like what you're doing right now is very inspiring. I like what you're doing. The
Appreciate
networking
that.
aspect. Speaking of that, let me just segue to my point is, I saw you doing this. I'm not sure if you really thought about it, but this podcasting thing, I saw the skills there. Nah, but yeah, it's good to see what you're doing right now.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, and with I took a general liking to just like this type of outlet in high school. Like I did media production.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I did media production in high school, and I loved it. And then even outside of high school, I used to work up with Mr. Green that live up the street. Yeah, I used to work with him on a couple of projects, and I remember we filmed a couple of events and things like that. So I always been into like media. And then with podcasting, I just like talking to people. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like talking to people. I like gathering information from said people. I like sharing ideas. And I remember just like being at work and just thinking like, yo, I want to do a podcast, and just talking to different people about it, and like, yo, what you think about doing a podcast like this and sharing ideas? And I remember I probably text you like, yo, I'm trying to look for a name for a podcast.
Yeah,
what do you think
I
of this
remember
name? Yeah, and that's eventually it got to the point where I'm like, yo, I did the calculations for the equipment, and I talked to a couple of people about what broadcasting website that they're using, and I was like, yo, this shit is not expensive at all, and it doesn't, no, not at all. Like the equipment, I already have my laptop.
Okay.
The software I downloaded to record is free. The hardware, like everything came out top probably to around like $300.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's not expensive equipment. And yeah, just kind of went about it. Man. And just started doing it, man. Just kept doing it. This is just shit I like to talk. Like, I love talking sports.
Yeah.
So that's why I do the sports one. And I just love talking to people. That's why I started this one. Where I can just have on different people and have them listen to their opinions and outlets. And it's like, I had I still didn't post the episode. Actually, I still got to do it. I had a fucking 65-year-old white woman in here a couple of months ago. Wow. And we were just talking, just because like I work with her. And I remember just having conversations with her. I'm like, yo, I want to have you on the podcast one time, man. Just talk.
Yeah, I be thinking about that too when I be having conversations with, people. Man, just to have, capture that, and maybe some people can pick up things from that.
Right.
That's exactly.
And there's a lot of shit, like we talking, there's a lot of shit that I don't agree with her on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, I can understand your opinion on
different perspective.
Right, exactly. It opens up that different perspective. And that's my main thing.
I think everyone needs that.
You got to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
You got to keep an open mind. Now, you don't have to necessarily go ahead and fully delve in deep.
Yeah, you ain't got to
completely. Yeah, exactly. So, you might say, like, you and I share different opinions on this stuff. But at the same time, we hear each other out.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? There's certain things that we don't agree on, or we do agree on, and we hear each other out. We give our opinions on it, and then we grow from that.
I don't know if it's definitely for me. I could say it's something I had to develop.
Me too.
Because I was at the point where I always wanted to be right or something, argue for no reason type of thing. But yeah, as I grown as an individual, I learned to hear people. Yeah. Yeah, be more of a listener, actually.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, you learn so much more by listening.
You do.
Yeah, I learned to shut the fuck up. I remember I used to just talk. Don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just talking my ass off. Now, like, if I'm in an environment and I'm just sitting back, and especially around older folks.
You cool sitting back?
Y'all, I love it.
I like that.
I'm able to just sit back and just listen.
That's always been my thing, though. I've always been, as you probably know, a quieter person because I'm always paying attention.
Yeah, just listening and just like picking up, and you learn how people like interact with people. Yeah, you see people different mannerisms, and you could kind of tell with somebody like not telling the truth because they do something different. You know what I mean?
I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, that shit is like, oh shit, like you pick up on a lot of shit.
I see you doing that too. That's funny.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Like, I know somebody bullshitting me. Yeah. I just listen. I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead. All right, I hear you. But I don't. I'm good on that one. I hear you though.
People don't hear themselves. That's the problem too.
Yeah, people that just want to. Like, I enjoy people that like to talk. Like, you want to talk, you want to give information. I'm here to listen. Now, there's a lot of shit that I filter out because I know it's bullshit. Yeah. But there's some shit I pick up.
Yeah, there's, that's something I'm starting to realize. You may almost not like a person, but there's some qualities that you may be able to pick up from them. Like a lot of people, this may sound controversial, may not like Donald Trump, but I think there's some qualities in how he says what he says and means it. It's a quality to have. He's not biting his tongue.
The way that Donald Trump is able to rally a crowd, I can admire that.
Yeah, that's things like that.
Now, I don't, like you said, you don't agree with what he's saying.
Yeah.
But the way he's able to deliver his message, I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times. I remember the one time Donald Trump said, he's like, yo, black folks, and I'm paraphrasing. He's like, yo, black folks, you've been voting Democrat for, such amount of years. He's like, why don't you try Republican, man? What do you got to lose?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that nigga said that shit. I sat back. I was like, yo. I was like, God. I sat back. I thought about it. I was like, yo, this nigga got a point.
That's what it's like, stuff like that. Point, yeah, That's what I'm saying. Like I don't mess with him just to say, but
Yeah, we are not Donald Trump supporters. I'm sorry.
Let's clarify that.
If you are a Donald Trump supporter, that's on you, but I am not.